Hi, good morning, this is Sergio speaking. I'm going to explain you the basic knowledge about the fire extinguisher and also about the chemical processes on it, okay? Before that, I'm going to start with a brief introduction about the topic, okay? In this case, I have to let you know that a fire extinguisher is a device that we use to extinguish the fire, okay? Also, a fire extinguisher contains a container in where we can find out the type of agent that the fire extinguisher is working with, okay? In this case, the fire extinguisher, for secure, has a device that we have to disable if we want to use it, okay? In this case, depending on the flame that the fire extinguisher is working with, we are going to find three ranges, okay? The range A is going to be the fire extinguisher that works with a fire natural, okay? We also have a fire extinguishers that range B that works with the flames that come from any gasoline or kerosene, okay? And at the end we have a range C that works with the fire extinguisher that uses to turn off the flames that come from any electrical issue, okay? In this case, I also have here the extinguish agents, okay? We can find out the most common extinguish agents, and they will be the water. We can use the water if we want to make a flame extinguish, but this is not the most secure fire extinguisher, because if we want to apply this fire extinguisher with a fire from electrical issue, the fire will go up because we are adding water, okay? In this case, we also have the dioxide carbon fire extinguisher that is from a oxygen, 2 molecules of that. Also we have a carbon that has 1 atom, okay? So if we mix the 2 atoms of oxygen and 1 atom of carbon, we are going to have the dioxide carbon, okay? It will be this. Okay, so in this case, I have to let you know that about the chemical process that happens on it, okay? For that, I have to let you know that will be with the baking soda. Baking soda is the one that we can find out in a mineral deposit of every country, okay? You can find out easy in any supermarket, okay, because this is also a product that you can use with doing breads or baker, okay? In this case, we also have the vinegar, which is the acid that comes from a oxidation from the ethanol, okay? From alcohol, okay? In this case, we can talk about oxidation when a atom loses electrons, okay? So in this case, we have the vinegar. Also, we can find it out in any supermarket because this vinegar is also used in our houses, okay? You can see your mom cooking by using vinegar, okay? It's an acid that comes from a oxidation about the alcohol, okay? And the scientific name of the vinegar will be the ethanolic acid, okay? Okay, we also have the candle here. We are going to use it for you to see the basic chemical process, okay? We also have the tablespoon for us to add the correct values of baking soda, okay, or carbonate sodium. Okay, on this case I have a candle light up, okay, and also have the vinegar, the one that I just purchased on the supermarket, for me to explain you the chemical process, okay? Okay, we also have the baking soda, better known like carbon sodium. In this case, you can see that this is in a bag. You can see that this is a product that we use on the industry, okay? Okay, so in this case, I'm going to start with the explanation about the chemical reaction, okay? The chemical reactions are processes in which one or more substances are transformed into a different one. Okay? For you to have a chemical reaction, you will have in one side the reactives, the ones that react against a different type of substance. Okay? And at the end, as a result, we are going to have a different substance. Okay? Okay, so in this case, I have to let you know about the carbon dioxide. Okay, as I said, it's a mix between two atoms of oxygen and also one atom of carbon. Okay, so in this case, once you mix them, you will find out the dioxide carbon. Okay, and that will be a gas that is everywhere in our environment. Okay, because we also produce dioxide carbon once we are breathing. Okay, so in this case, dioxide carbon has a cons or also have pros. Okay, pros will be that if we do not have a dioxide carbon on Earth, the Earth will be freezing. Okay, it will be all about ice. Okay, because dioxide carbon gives us a warmth that we need to be safe. Okay, but the cons will be that if we produce dioxide carbon in excess, we are going to have a overwarming on the Earth. Okay, so that will not fine. Okay, in this case, I also going to show you the basic chemical process on it. Okay, for that we have to add the baking soda. We are going to add 1 tablespoon of baking soda. You can see here I already got the 1, and then I'm going to add it on the glass. Okay. Once I just added the baking soda on the glass, I'm going to add the vinegar. Okay, you can see that I have one flame over there, right? In this case, I'm going to turn this flame up. Okay, so in this case, I just have 2 candles lighting up. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to explain you the basic knowledge about that process. Okay, here we have as a vinegar the acid, and here we have as a baking soda the base. Okay, and if we add the vinegar on the baking soda, we will find out the reaction, right? And then if we put the next to the candle, you will see that the candle will go off. Okay, that means that happened because the vinegar as an acid is when it reacts against the baking soda, it will going to make a dioxide carbon. I have to let you know that a fire needs oxygen to exist. Okay, if we do not have oxygen on the environment, fire will not be possible. Okay, once we make the reaction, it generates dioxide carbon, and once we put the dioxide carbon next to the oxygen, the dioxide carbon removes the oxygen existing on the environment, and that's why the candle and also the fires goes out. Okay, in this case, as a conclusion, we can determine that if you want to keep a fire on, you will have to know that it will have to exist oxygen all around the candle. Okay, so in this case, that will be my project. I hope you like it. It was a pleasure for me. Have a wonderful day. It was my final exam as a part of my technical 1 course. Okay, so have a wonderful day and thank you.